Maybe you feel like something is holding you back, quietly, subtly, but persistently. You try to move forward, yet the same thought appears, the same fear, the same feeling pulling you back again. And maybe you've wondered why. This is where real understanding begins. You are not stuck. You are repeating a program. What you experience is not random. It is the result of patterns inside you. Thoughts, images, feelings, reactions. Together, they form internal programs that run automatically. These programs were created at some point in your life, maybe in childhood, maybe in intense emotional moments. Their purpose was simple, to protect you. And even if they limit you today, they still run because they're working exactly as they were designed. NLP. Understand how you create your reality. Neurolinguistic programming, NLP, focuses on how you build your inner experience. How you think, how you imagine, how you respond to life. It shows that what you perceive is not reality itself, but your internal representation of it, the image you created, the meaning you assigned. And that meaning can be changed. Small things that hold big power. Sometimes it is not a major trauma that holds you back. Sometimes it is something small, a sentence, a look, a moment you interpreted in a certain way. And that small moment repeats, again and again, in different situations, but with the same feeling, like a thin chain that keeps you in place. Release what holds you. Imagine a lighthouse. Visible from afar. And at its base, a small chain. It may look insignificant, but it still holds weight. This is how your inner patterns work. They are not always powerful by themselves, but repetition gives them strength. When you release that chain, you realize you could have moved forward long ago. Self-awareness is the beginning of change. The first step is not change. It is awareness, noticing what is happening inside you, how you react, what you say to yourself, what images appear when discomfort arises. When you notice, you create distance, and with distance comes the possibility of change. Faster EFT and NLP, a natural connection. Faster EFT uses NLP principles in a practical and natural way. It works with how you create your internal experience and helps release the emotional charge that keeps you repeating old patterns. It is not complicated. It is simple. Notice, release, while, allow change. When you change, what happens inside, what you experience outside, begins to change as well. Open yourself to new possibilities. You do not have to stay where you are. You do not have to repeat the same reactions. You do not have to believe every thought that appears. You can begin differently, gently, step by step, with more kindness toward yourself. And gradually, you will realize that what held you was never as strong as it seemed. Real freedom begins within. When you understand how you create your inner world, you stop being a victim of it. You become its creator. And in that moment, space opens for change, for calm, for a new way of living. And that is where your real power begins. If you feel ready to go deeper and learn how to work with your patterns, emotions, and inner programming, you can explore materials that will guide you on this journey. Enter my store.